What's up, everyone? John Cope from Cope Racing Transmissions. I want to say thanks for coming back to the CRT channel. We got something a little bit different today. I have a customer who dropped off a truck, and it's a 1972 Chevy C10. It's got a small block Chevy in it with a It's got a small block Chevy in it with a 700 R4 transmission. The customer's concern is that the transmission doesn't shift quite firm enough for him. It's got an OK 1.2, he says, and an OK 3.4, but he feels that fourth gear shift is just blah. So Lucas and I are going to jump in the truck, take it for a test drive, and see what it's doing. And we're going to drop the valve body, and I'm going to make some improvements to it. So let me go get Lucas. We'll jump in the truck and take it for a test drive.
Welcome to the CRT channel.
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 I want to welcome everybody to the CRT channel.
Welcome to the CRT channel. Here at No Name Nationals. Let them rip, not rock. Keep on saving them. Don't send them to crush you. Wow.
This is Pro Charge Mopar. Welcome to the CRT channel.
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 I want to feel how it shifts. Don't get me car sick. I like beats.
Yeah, little speakers.
I didn't even feel it going to fourth.
I didn't feel it going to fourth at all.
It's still in second. Let's go to 41.
Alright.
I don't know if we'll get enough room. Are you even in overdrive? No. I bet you're not.
No.
Okay, come to a stop. You know GM's is 1, 2, 3, or it's 1, 2, drive, overdrive. So did you go down one too many gears? I bet you did. Come to a stop. Just go up one gear. Is that neutral? No. No. See, you went up one gear. You had it in drive, not in overdrive. So it'll only shift 1, 2, 3.
The other reason I did that is because his thing's off.
All right, go down this way. Take a right.
It says
Fucking kids don't know shit. It's overdrive. All right, come to a stop and go quarter throttle until it hits all three. That's first, second, third, let up a little bit. Give the gas. It never goes into fourth. doesn't like fourth gear and it not having fourth gear is two completely and totally different things.
Yeah. Well, let's see if I put it in.
All right, go up one more and make sure it's neutral. What? Stop. Find neutral. Find reverse. All right, stop. Go 2 clicks down. Don't look. 2 clicks. There you go. That's overdrive.
Yeah.
Ray Charles. All right, I felt it going to overdrive. Now just keep your foot there. Take the selector and go 1 down. Don't move your foot. All right, now go up 1. All right, we're got overdrive. Turn this hussy around and let's see how it goes at quarter throttle. Do it a little more. Third. Fourth. It does. Fourth gear feels stock. It doesn't have no thump. And quite honestly, I think I can improve. I think I can improve the 1-2 and the 2-3. So let's take it back to the shop. And when you get on the road where your school is, let's do the half throttle thingy again. Is that a Roadrunner? What is that?
No, that's. Remember my grandpa's friends, Mark?
That's a 65 Chevy.
Yeah.
Wagon, really?
Yeah. That's Mark. That's Paul Collette. He used to work for my grandpa.
Just get on top of the hill and stop. Come to a complete stop and let's see what he's got at half throttle. Oh, it's all you. All right, slow down. Might not go in overdrive until you get out of it, and it's only going to go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
But just do like a slight passing gear and see how it is in a fourth, and then lift a little bit to get it to shift to 3, 4. So like just go down a little bit until downshifts. There you go. Yeah, did you feel that fourth?
Yeah.
I mean, it's bone stock. We can fix that. He's got valve covers on there that want to make it look like a big block, but it's a small block. Small block Chevy, 355. I can't remember what size cylinder heads he said he had. But I think it runs good.
All right, I'm shutting this off.
I am in the build room. Lucas already put the C10 up on the rack and pulled the valve body out. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys something. Before I continue on this, the Mr. Haney t-shirts are in. And they're badass. Make sure you get some. They're on the website at culpracingtrans.com. We have the valve body's out, and the separator plate, and both accumulators, one on top of in the case, and then one that bolts to the case. Now, this is not a how-to. I'm just kind of showing you guys what we're doing. So, I mean, you get the idea of it, but I'm not going to go into super depth of how to do a shift kit. If you need to know how to do a shift kit in a 700, buy the shift kit, and it's pretty self-explanatory. But on this, he gave me this Superior kit, and these are good for doing upgrades to 700s that need improvement over stock. And I tried to get a B&M kit, but my supply house, or warehouse where I get all my high performance parts from, didn't have one in stock. And when I told that to the customer, he said he had one of these. So in the instructions, they tell you, let me get a straight shot on this. They tell you which hole they want you to drill and at what size. And I looked up the B&M shift kit instructions on Google and found them. They're basically the same holes, but they want you to go much larger for performance. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm only going to use so much of the springs. There's a pressure regulator spring I want to use, and there's one other one. I'm going to read through this whole thing. And we're doing this in the car. Like the accumulator springs we're not going to use. The servo springs we're not going to use because he's already got a super servo in there. But I got a new filter, a new servo O-ring, because he did say that the billet cover was leaking. So I figured I'd put that on there for him. And then valve body gaskets. You don't see that on Chrysler, but it's very common with GM. The gaskets go on the separator plate on the top and the bottom. Chrysler doesn't have it, but GM does. And a filter. And I'm just going to go through here, and Lucas is over right now modifying two 46RE accumulator pistons to fit in the 700. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jam the accumulator piston for moving at all. It's like the blocker rod for a 700. You get the same effect. You keep that, you take the springs out, and you keep that accumulator from traveling at all, as a blocker rod does in a torque flight, and you get some really nice shifts. The one in the bottom is the 1-2 accumulator. The one that goes in the case upside down is the 3-4, and that's the one this customer has concern about or wants improvement on. So I think I can improve on all the shifts. So between jamming the accumulators and drilling the fuel holes in the separator plate, and I'm going to do them per like what B&M. If you have a 700 or a 4L60E, I recommend you get the B&M shift kit. I've had great results with it. Actually, back in the 90s, when I had my shop in Calumet City, there was a local speed shop, which is somewhat world famous. It was called King Speed Shop, and they were in Lansing, Illinois. And after the die-off of the muscle car in the mid-70s, they started doing vans like everybody else, but then they became a Corvette center. They started doing a lot of Corvettes. They actually had one that was called the King Ray. And they sent me all their transmission work. So for a good 10 or 11 years, I did more 700s than you can shake a stick at. I probably paid for a lot of race car parts doing those 700s. So for me, even though I'm a Mopar guy and my shop is strictly Mopar and 727s, every once in a while I take in a Ford or...
Hello, Moto.
Hello, Moto. So I was doing transmissions for King Speed Shop for quite a few years and got really good at doing these 700s. And actually, before I went all Chrysler about 25, 26 years ago, I did them all. I did all the Fords, GMs. I actually did more GMs than I did anything. So it's kind of cool to do something a little bit different. And with the looming recession coming on and things that are a little bit light, I don't mind doing some local stuff. And this is also great for Lucas to learn. He's been with me on this. He's actually in the back right now making some 700 R4 blocker rods out of 46 RE accumulator pistons. One thing I will tell you about King Speed Shop that not even people around here know. Did you ever wonder why the Pontiac GTO, the Judge version, was only 2 years? Well, I know why. And you can look this up on the internet to verify it. In the 60s, one of the owners of King Speed Shop, he was big into racing. Our local track here was US 30 before there was any other tracks. It was a very well-known track throughout the country. And he had, I don't know what it was a 32, 34 Ford with a Chevy motor in it, and he called it the Judge. And they had their white and yellow, or no, it was white and orange paint job on all their cars. And this car was known as the Judge. Well, when Pontiac came out with their Judge, and I don't know if it's 69 and 70, well, they came out with the Judge. Bud, who owned King Speed Shop, told Pontiac, you can't use that name. That name was used on his race car. And there was a lawsuit. And King Speed Shop from Lansing, Illinois, won that lawsuit. And Pontiac only kept that name on that car for 2 years. True story. Look it up. So I'm going to go ahead and get this shift kit going. I'm going to drill a few holes, block up the accumulators. I'm going to put the new separator plate gaskets on here. And then we're going to put the valve body in the truck. And we're going to take it for another test drive and see how it works. And stick around and we'll show you how that all happens. We ready to test drive this thing?
Oh yeah.
Let's go. Make sure you're in overdrive, which is one down from neutral. Alrighty, Friday.
throttle. Just a little bit chilly.
First to second's really good.
Yeah, you can definitely feel the difference. Third gear is still kind of
Yeah.
you know?
It was kind of ham before, though. You know what I mean? It was never really like this. That's different.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still good. It's just.
Well, we
it's
got to
not
make
like-
sure it gets a good fork. That's the whole reason why he brought it here. So, you're in overdrive, right?
Yeah, I'm in overdrive.
All right, go a slight acceleration. Pull it down one, leave the gas where it's at. See if we're in overdrive yet. All right, go back up to fourth. All right, come to a stop. Oh, there it is. Come to a stop. I want you to find neutral. There's no one behind us. I would like you to find neutral and to just go one clicky down without looking at it. All right, go one click down. All right, quarter throttle. Let's see what she does in the overdrive. You might have to. It's still mush.
Yeah.
It's still stock.
It's just not like that thump that you're looking for.
No, it's still stock.
So, I mean, first to second, then 2 to 3
Come to a stop.
is nice. But like into overdrive, it's just
There's no one behind us, right? Quarter throttle. Or maybe half. It's lazy going into overdrive.
it is. It's just ant going into overdrive. It's just very
I'm surprised because we blocked off that accumulator.
And we put a shift kit in it.
Well,
Yeah.
we did drill the holes.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's that servo that he's got that's doing it.
What servo?
He's got some fancy dancy billet servo thingy in there. And like on the shit box, I use a Corvette servo.
Yeah.
And I've always had decent good luck with that. All right, well, we're gonna get everybody lunch. So turn left and let's go to KFC.
Cool.
Got any fried chicken?
Best damn chicken in the state.
Bring me 4 fried chickens and a Coke.
You want chicken wings or chicken legs?
4 fried chickens and a Coke.
Yeah. Well,
Guess what Elaine told me when I went in there to get my wallet to buy lunch?
what?
Someone called on your trans.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I don't care if he's
Well, I
a
bet-
spaz as long as he
well-
buys the train. He's probably a nice guy. He probably just really
I
needed
know.
a trans.
I'm just being funny.
He probably just needed a trans, just like that other guy, that Eric guy. He's like, yeah, I'll just buy it. Like, they just... Seems like everybody wants a 727 right now.
No.
Well, not they need, well, they need
No.
one. No.
Everybody wants a CRT 727.
Well, yeah. Just make
Yeah,
it
she's definitely got a 1 to 2 thumpy.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
So do I. I think he'll like that, but the problem is, the 3 to 4 is still like...
It's stock,
It's stock.
which is weird because we blocked that accumulator.
Yeah, no heavier spring. Literally a
It's
blocker.
blocked.
It's blocked.
And that should have done something. and it didn't change it at all. So now I'm wondering
if somebody did something.
No.
If somebody did something.
I think the servo that he's using, and you know,
well, I was gonna go anyway. I was there like 18 years before you.
overdrive is going to be nothing like first to second.
That's overdrive.
Yeah, I mean, actually I think it's just a smidge better, but it's not enough to really feel it in the seat of your pants, you know?
I mean, I don't know what
So
else.
what I gotta do when we get back to the shop, I gotta give the guy a call and ask him, what servo did you use? And then I have to look that servo up and look at it and see if it has an inherent, like it could have like an overbearing spring. So fourth gear is soft. And if that's the case, it's only a snap ring that holds that servo in there. So I think we're gonna just end up taking it out anyways, just to look at it. And then I'll look at that shift kit and we'll see if that shift kit, I don't know if it's got a servo spring in there or not, but if the servos that he has like some killer spring, because it's the band that applies second and then it applies overdrive. If there's some crazy killer mambo spring in there, that could be what's causing it. Well, usually this is the part of the video where I would tell you that the shift kit we did worked out great, and I delivered it to the customer, and he was very happy. He paid us and went on his way. But that didn't happen. The shift kit works great. The 700 shifts really nice going 1 to 2, and okay going into 3 to 4, acceptable for performance. But for some reason or another, even after blocking the accumulator, that 3/4 shift is just stock. I don't think it's hurt because the 1-2 shift is so good. So it's Thanksgiving weekend. We're closed for the whole weekend. Everybody else is closed. I haven't heard back from the customer yet to see which servo he has. I mean, I can pluck it out real quick, but it looks like there's going to be a part 2. So trying to keep that videos within a half-hour gig. I know sometimes I go past that, but the truck is not done. It's not what I set out to do. And so I'm going to bring you guys a part 2. I'll let you know what we did to fix it. Hopefully I can fix it. No, I can get it. It's just, that's one of those things, you know, every transmission's different, and sometimes I kind of like being tested just to see just how effing good are you, Cope. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank everybody who participated in our Black Friday sale. And come back next weekend to see what me and Lucas did to get this C10 shifting better in overdrive. So until then, I would normally say Mopar to you, but we're working on a Chevy, so what should I say? I know what I'll say. Only clowns wear bow ties. Have a good one.
Why don't you take that piece of shit back to the junkyard?